John Valenti delivered the first RBI of this title game with a single in the second.
You know, as dominant as Jeff Belge has been, look at the score. It's 1-0. That's it. Anything happens from there. And if you're Seton Hall, you're saying, hey, you know what? We're okay. You know, yeah, we don't have a hit through 5 innings, but all we need is somebody on and somebody hits to a gap. And if you're St. John's, you just heard Ed Blankmeyer say you have to have those competitive at-bats, a good at-bat. Everybody is in charge of their own at-bat. And this is where you start thinking as a hitter, okay, I want to win this at-bat so my team can win this inning.
The 2-2 to Valenti. Bouncing ball to second. Dodonna gloves and fires for the first out.
You know, I really like the way McCarthy's throwing. I thought he struggled a little bit when he first hit the mound in the 3rd inning in relief of Ricky DeVito. But he's just has that nice rhythm of location and pitches and taking a little bit off and putting a little on each of those pitches. And he's not had the ball hit very hard against him.
That one ricochets off Alessio.
Oh, the Pirates are taking a beating. There's Santorelli. He got one off the helmet. It's just part of the job here. You put on that equipment behind the plate. I don't care whether you have padding there or not. That hurts. And actually, he does not have, a lot of catchers will use just a little bit extra padding. That's cut pretty narrow there around his shoulder. Of course, that helps you when it comes time to throw the ball. Doesn't do much when you get that foul tip coming back. Nothing, a little dirt on your hands, though, won't fix.
The 0-1 to Gallison. Just missed. Shane McCarthy threw Seton Hall's first perfect game in program history back in 2016. And the backstop was the guy catching for him now, Mike Alessio. It's 1-2. And Shane nearly did it in summer ball with Alessio earlier in their respective careers. And then they completed it. 27 up, 27 down against LIU Brooklyn. Waved at a miss. McCarthy's picking up steam as he strikes out Gallison.
Yeah, he certainly is. Again, sometimes it takes you a little bit to get loose after coming off a 2 days rest. But the velocity has had an uptick here in the last couple of innings. A breaking ball has worked as well, and you saw location, hitting his spots. And that's where you can really tell with a pitcher, especially one who had thrown 101 pitches 2 days ago. If you're hitting your spots, you're feeling pretty good.
Called strike on the inside corner. Josh Shaw was not pleased with it.
You know, and what this is doing for McCarthy, he's picking up the rest of his team right here. Struggling a little bit with the bats, but he's keeping them right here. And his teammates will sense that. They will sense, okay, he's on it now. You know, we're in good shape.
And in his 3rd inning of work,
I know,
he's only thrown 37 pitches.
I know. He's been very efficient with that, hasn't he? You know, and he gets out of here with 38 pitches here. If he can get an out right here through 3 innings, that's a win.
A flare, shallow center, dropping in. What a piece of hitting by the All-Big East first-teamer, Josh Shaw.
Put the bat on the ball. There's a lot of green out here at Prasco Park, and he found it. End of the bat, just a little flick. His whole point was, let me get it out of the infield.
Luke Stample singled back in the 1st, but struck out in the 3rd against McCarthy.
If you're thinking stolen bases, you don't have to think too long. Shaw with just a couple of stolen bases, been caught 4 times. Right now, you don't think you want to take the bat out of Stanfield's hands anyway. Here's a guy that could go gap on you. He could take it out of the park. Already has 2 home runs in this tournament. And swinging a hot bat coming into Mason, Ohio. For his last 20 games, Stanfield hitting over .425, reaching base almost half the time.
His dad, Eric, who played at St. John's from 1981 to 83, made the trip this weekend. Loves watching his son play for his alma mater.
That's pretty special, isn't it? That wasn't how it was drawn up, though, when Luke was looking for a school to start his playing career. Started over at Fordham.
Eric said, I wanted my kid to make his own decisions.
And then when the decision came as a grad student to transfer, decision to wear the red, white, and black here of St. John's.
Luke said he came to St. John's to win a championship.
Well, he's about 4 innings away from it.
Bouncing ball to short. This will be a tough play for Molina. And all Toke can do is stop the ball. So in there with a long infield single is Stanfield, and St. John's has put together a 2-out threat.
That is a huge runner out at second base. And for Molina, this was the best he could do. Didn't have much on this throw just because of the location. Able to plant, though, a little bit on that grass, and he pretty much knew he was not going to have a chance at Stanfield, and that's all Toke could do. And good job. You leave the bag. You give what you can, but don't give up something you don't want to.
Anthony Brocado is 0 for 2 today.
Last time he was robbed on a diving catch by left fielder Christian Del Castillo. Anthony Brocado, love his major, Homeland Security.
The 1-0. In there for a strike. The lone run in this championship game coming in the second inning. Off an RBI single by John Valenti. St. John's looking for insurance now.
Two and one is as far as McCarthy wants to go. Mercado can stay very disciplined here on this count.
Mercado leads St. John's with 10 home runs on the season. Just missed outside and a little bit low.
All right, McCarthy has to come right at him. Here's the last pitch. Out of the zone, Alessio tried to get a call, nothing doing. Well, McCarthy has to come right at Mercado here. Mercado knows it.
And Mercado swings and drives one. Deep right field, Ramirez going back, gets off the wall. Shaw scores. Here comes Stanfield. It's 3-0 St. John's. On a 2 RBI double with 2 outs nonetheless from Anthony Brocado.
We've talked about the St. John's hitters. Now they've been able to handle some mistakes and actually make some good swings on some tough pitches. But for Brocado, this was all about the mental aspect. 3-1. He knew that McCarthy did not want to load the bases. He knew he was going to get something he can handle, and he takes it the opposite way. For a moment, it looked like this ball was going to be high enough. Instead, right at the base of the wall, and the 2-out, 2-run double.
Anthony Brocado started that at-bat as a 133 hitter with 2 outs.
What have you done for me lately? How about a 2-run double in the championship game? And they will go to the pen.
We've got a pitching change here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Corey Sawyer will come on for Seton Hall after this.